Honestly, We Meant Well by Grant Ginder, published by Flatiron Books, and it's set in Greece on the wonderful island of AEGINA. This book is essentially a snapshot into a view into the dysfunctional lives of the Wright family. There is Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen is nothing like Sue Ellen of Dallas, who would be my first port of call. She is in fact a classics professor, and she works on the west coast of America, and she has been invited to give a few guest lectures for Golden Age adventures. This is about travelling around the classical sites in Europe, and she has been invited to talk a bit and share some of her knowledge. She jumps at the opportunity because she can actually revisit a bit of her own history when she was a teenager, late teenager, travelling around Greece, and she wants to alight on AEGINA, which is where she will be staying. And specifically, she wants to stay at the Electrona, which is a pension now run by Eleni, and it was Christos, Eleni's father, with whom she had a bit of a dabble. So she sets off for AEGINA with her husband Dean and her son Will. Will has just split from his boyfriend and so is trying to come to terms with that. And Dean has not been the honourable husband that one might expect. He's been tupping his way through some of his students. And of course, there are consequences to actions. The Wright family, as you've probably guessed, is quite an academic family. They are, if nothing else, a family of books. Books they read, books they study, books they collect, books they dream of someday writing, books they stress over and abandon, books that win fortune and fame. Dean himself has written a book, and Will is also in academia. He, however, has lost his moral compass, and again, consequences come of actions. The author excels at observation. He can just observe, human nature, the minutiae of the environment. So Greece gets a really good look in, and, with trips to Delphi and to Athens. It's a lovely book from that point of view. His observation is great. He has great skills, and that underpins the narrative as we look in on this rather unfortunate family. So, if you want to take a trip to Greece, Honestly, We Meant Well by Grant Ginder will have you back in Greece in the sunshine, drinking a Mythos beer and looking at some very old classical sites.